Hey guys, and welcome to the Derby Career Mode Live, and this is going to be episode number 29. So let's have a quick look at the calendar to see what we've got coming up in this episode. I think we're going to do a bit of a shorter one. We've been going around like the 17 plus minute mark so far in the first 3 live episodes, so I think this one's going to be a little bit shorter, as we're going to only play these 3 games on the screen right now. We've got Reading, West Brom, and then this Norwegian or whatever team it is. And yeah, I think we'll get some good wins in this episode, and in the next episode we should have quite a lot of good fixtures against some big teams like Chelsea, Lokomotiv Moscow, and of course Arsenal. So let's go into our first game of the episode against Reading. I'm just going to get straight into these games this episode. It's going to be all gameplay. The last few episodes have been obviously involving transfers and stuff like that, but this one is just solely playing games. So I think we're going to go for that kit because obviously they've got quite a bright blue, and yeah, we're going to go with the cup team, of course, so let's just switch it to there. And unfortunately, Lingard's a bit low on fitness, so we're going to have to put a new left mid in, and I think we're going to play a bit of a stronger team, not like hugely strong. So into the game we go against Reading. It is in the rain, unfortunately, and we are away from home, so we could get a bit of a freak result. We might not get the win that we want in this game, so Reading as well, they've got some quite interesting players. I think Lukepingu might be still on this career mode. Pogrebniak, maybe Federici, and obviously they did reach the semi-final of the FA Cup, so they might be quite a difficult team to break down. So looking at the Reading lineup for today, they've got Anderson, Chris Gunter, Hector, Obita, who we actually got on another Derby career mode, Pearce, MacArthur, Karakan, Gareth McCleary, who's actually really good, Robson, Carnu, Acuna, and I'm not too sure who that other striker was up front. Into the Derby carrying lineup we go then. We have made a lot of changes today because it's the Cup and I like to mix it up a bit, and we've gone for Hoffman up front with Calera just behind him, Jadi on the left, Int on the right, Sessio and Combo at right back, and Brady at left back, which could be a bit of a risk, but at the same time I think he'll do a decent job against Reading. Beautiful ball out wide to Int. Can he get something going straight away in this game? Finesse? Penno? What? Surely that's a Penno. Took me out from behind and nothing. Take that run. You see, Brady will be doing a lot of runs just over Jadi. Go on. Oh, that's a beautiful goal. If you can get that in, that is a really nice goal. From the left back position, goes past Jadi, goes inside and smashes it with his left foot. I'm really glad I signed Brady. I was worrying that I made a bit of a wrong decision going for him over Sinclair, who is a bit more skillful, but I think Brady was the right decision. He's younger, he was technically cheaper, and obviously we can get Sinclair on a pre-contract anyway at the end of the year, so maybe even in January for like $1 million. We'll see. There we go, time for our substitutions. Come on, Chalobot has actually come on for Reading, so a bit more of a, I don't know, a bit more of a better midfielder in my opinion. He's got quite good all-round stats, so it'll be interesting to see if they can get a goal. Brady's got the ball here. Can he work something? Go on. Go on. Ball into the back post. Go on, Lingard. Off the bench straight away. Goal. What a great player Brady is. A goal and an assist. I know it's only Reading, but in the rating, I'm terrible. But with Brady, I'm just really good. So it's nice to see Lingard come off the bench and get his second goal in the Capital One Cup. He did obviously score in the first game against Hartlepool. And yeah, it's nice. It's nice playing with different players. Like you've got your first team, you've got your Abubakars and Ukans. I'll play all the time, but then I've got my Talisos and Hoffmans and stuff like that on this team, and it's nice just to mix it up a bit and try some new players. So we've got a corner here in the last kick of the game, pretty much. Header. Oh, nearly got a goal as well. I think that was a gully. I don't know if it is Lee or IE. I'm really still contemplating on what it is. We're going to put this on the edge to Hoffman, then finesse it. Oh, I think that's full time. Yes, it is, but that was a really cheeky way to end the game if we did get that goal. But nevertheless, a nice 2-0 victory against Reading. Look at that. We had twice the shots on target, twice the shots off target, and just did really well in that game. And obviously, through to the next round. Is there any big giant killings there? Liverpool are out. That's one team that we don't have to worry about. Obviously, Brignoli's happy. He's playing in the cup games. So let's have a look who's through to the next round and what we've got. So our next game in the Capital One Cup is against Huddersfield. Now that is a fantastic draw because it means again we can play a bit of a weaker team, and around that game we've got a Southampton game 2 days earlier than it, and then a Champions League game earlier than that, so it's going to be really stretching the team out there, and then Chelsea obviously just after that, so it's a really tight area of the calendar, so I think that bit of a lower team will give us a really good chance to get through in all cups and league. So looking at the Premier League table, we are currently in 10th, we've got 8 points, we have obviously got a game in hand, and if we do win the game, we move up to 4th, so that should be quite good, maybe even 3rd, so we'll have to see if we can get a nice result against this West Brom team, who are in 7th, so it's not exactly a weak team, and I kind of want to go with the yellow kit, but at the same time, I don't really use the away kit that much, but we did just use it, so I'm going to go for the yellow one, as it is completely different to that white kit, and yeah, I think I'm just going to go with the normal lineup, maybe, I was tempted to start with Ings, that's the only thing. I'm really, yeah, I'm going to start with Ings, just to mix up that striker position and see how we do. So into the West Brom game we go. We have made one change for this game, and that is Danny Ings for Abubakar. We do have the Europa League game in 3 days, I think, so it gives a chance for Ings to play in the league and then Abubakar to play in the cup, and I don't see it as a massive downgrade as well. Ings is, in my opinion, doing better. He's scoring more goals when he does play, so maybe it'll be the right decision to play him in the league and then playing Abubakar in Europe. So let's go into this game against West Brom. I'm really interested to see what their team is, because they are 7th. I think they finished 5th or 6th last season, so they're doing something right, that's for sure. So we'll have to see this lineup in a second. So here's the lineup, and I think Myhill might be a glitched goalie. It might be, there's a few others. I think there's Jakovic and Murphy from QPR. They all go up to 90, but they have got Enner Valencia and Kramaric up front, both of them very pacey, very good strikers with quite good technical skills, so it's going to be quite a challenge defending against them. There's our team. Only difference is Danny Ings. I was really tempted to play Robbie Brady instead of Tom Ince because of that fantastic game he had in the cup, but we'll give Ince another chance, and if he's not quite up to full speed, then I'm definitely going to consider putting Brady into the first team lineup. Oh, what a goal. What a... We just couldn't do anything there. We were trying to defend and left a bit of a gap there. Could have potentially got in front of that and stopped Kramaric's goal, but he's got 3 goals already this season, and we're finding it really difficult against this West Brom side. I kind of wish it wouldn't give us the centre-back to go short. Surely I want the centre-back in the box, not going short for the corner, but whatever. If he can, yes he can, and we've got a goal with Danny Ings. What a lovely player. I was tempted to just take him off and put Abubakar on, but I knew he would get this kind of goal and get us back into the game to get it to 1-1. Go on, Abubakar. Beautiful ball from Ings. Go on, finesse. Yes, there we go, 2-1. These changes, I must say, I am really tempted to go back to the 2-striker formation, but I think defensively we're not as good. So we're going into the last 10 minutes of the game, and I really want a 4th substitution just to bring on a centre back or another centre mid, because now we got the 2 strikers. But I'm gonna go back to what we started with, which is the 4-2-3-1. Put Ings at cam. I think maybe if we just pull him back a bit more, just put him there and bring Abubakar back a bit more, and just basically defend it out for the last few minutes of the game, because I really want this win. It's going to be a really important one just to keep us going in this season, and I'm going to do some instructions to tell my fullbacks to stay back while attacking and tell my CDMs to stay back as well, so hopefully we can see off the rest of this game and get the win. Come on Abubakar, just Jolie Lescott between you and the goal. Is that Danny Ings at the bottom there? Yes it is. Come on Ings. There we go, 3-1. Goal and game complete, and 3 points on the board. Really good to see Danny Ings get a couple of goals in the game. Abubakar just making the difference. You bring him on and he just gives us that bit more oomph up front that the 1-striker formation doesn't give us. I think when we throw this ball out, it will be full time, and a very deserved win. There we go, full time. Yeah, very deserved win. We got the goals when we needed them. We did concede that goal that we potentially could have done about, but we had the more shots. We Didn't really have that much possession, but we were away from home, and Danny Ings did get a man of the match, of course. So a really nice 3 points, and that does mean we move up into the top 4 of the table. So into the final game of the episode, it is in Europa League, of course, against, I'm not even going to start to say what their name is. They are technically top of the table, they are technically the biggest opponent we do have at the moment, but I think we should be able to beat them. If I haven't heard of them, maybe it's going to be a surprise, maybe we won't expect what they will have, and it is in the clear, so that's really nice to see. Gonna drop ints for the game, and we're going to start with Brady because he's just not really done that much, and I think with this new aspect it'll do quite nicely. Gonna start with Tolisso as well, just for that bit more defensive side of things and hopefully keep us from conceding more goals, and yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. I'm tempted to start with Danny Ings, but I think he does quite well off the bench, and as we did start him in the last game, it'll give a chance for obviously Abubakar to get on the score sheet. So into the final game of the episode, it is at a pretty decent stadium. It's looking like a 25k capacity potentially, against Mid-Tijland, I think, yeah. We're going to go for that anyway. They only did score 1 goal, I think, so it was only a 1-0 win, and I think we got a 0-0 against AZ, so we're doing perfectly fine. At least we got the point in that game. It's better than losing, and what Moscow are currently in that position, so we're going to go into the team lineups and see what their team is looking like. Into the lineups we go. Here is the mid lineup, and I think I heard of Sisto actually. Sisto is a really pacey winger. I was actually looking into getting him, and I don't think it really worked out in the end. I think he was asking for too much or something. But our lineup, we have made 2 changes. We have brought in Tolisso at centre mid and Brady at left mid. Oh, just look at that move from Brady there. Just does it with ease, goes past him, cuts inside, hits it with his right, hits it with his left actually, and puts it into the back of the net. That's so easily set up on his right, but he went for his left, got the goal, and he's just on fire at the moment. He's got the goal and the assist in the cup game. Did actually quite well when we brought him on in the league game against West Brom. He did actually set up Ings's 3rd, maybe? I'm not too sure, but yeah, that goal there, just really important. It's got us a nice early lead against a team we don't know much about. Oh, no way. How has he put that in? I thought that was just going to go into the keeper's hand, so I was like, oh, nothing's happening here. And then it just somehow like swerves past him, hits the post and goes into the back of the net. This guy is on fire at the moment. Mings and Ings linking up nicely. Can he get it in? Yes, he can. 3-0. Easy 3 points there. I was really concerned about this game because I didn't really know much about the opposition, but it's been quite easy. So that's full time there. Fantastic 3-0 victory. And this episode in general has been very successful. Brady has been the main player that's got the man of the match in 2 out of the 3 games. Could have done a bit better in the West Brom game, but he was only coming off the bench. So in the Cups, Brady is absolutely on fire. And yeah, that's a really nice win because that means that we do go top of the table. So that's very valuable to us. And in the Premier League, we are in 4th. Only 3 points off Liverpool. So we're doing absolutely fantastic, and we are on world class. So yeah, if you did enjoy this episode, smash the like button, subscribe if you're on your channel, and see you soon. Bye.